Hello and welcome to RS Media, where today it's an exciting final third round tie of the home side. St Mary's is the stadium hosting Shrewsbury as Southampton hope to recover from a 2-0 defeat against Leicester. Some rests in this Southampton side today. Fraser Forster starting in goal. He kept clean sheet against Liverpool in their last win. Jan Valery makes his first start of the season. Jan Banderek and Jack Stevens keep their roles as the centre backs. Jake Vokins starts at left back. The heart of midfield remains the same with James Morales and Ibrahima Diallo. Youngsters on the wing, though, for the Saints, Canelo Chorke and Caleb Watts will be the wingers, while up front, two players straight off the bench from last game, Shane Long and Daniel Ndudu, take the places of Theo Walcott and Che Adams. And for Shrewsbury in goal is on loan Wolves goalkeeper Maciej Sarkic. It will be a back three for the visitors, with Ethans Ebanks Landell partnered with Aaron Pierre and Matthew Pennington, who scored a nice derby goal 4 seasons ago. Roshan Williams is the right wing back, and he'll be hoping to keep his side in the FA Cup this year after scoring an own goal to send Liverpool through in a 4th round replay. Scott Goldborn is the left wing back, who had one Premier League appearance for Reading in 2008. Harry Chapman recently arrived on loan from Blackburn. He's getting his first game today, and he's been thrown straight into the deep end there. And the front two is Sean Wally, the top scorer this season for Shrewsbury with 5 goals, and Daniel Udar, who scored in a 1-0 win over Blackpool on the 29th of December in their last game. To forget that all their recent games are being postponed due to COVID-19, so Shrewsbury are hoping to get a bit of momentum as they get their football back. Substitutes for Southampton is Kyle Walker-Peters, Ryan Bertrand, Che Adams, Scott Armstrong, former Shrewsbury goalkeeper Harry Lewis. Youngsters on the bench include Ferry, Finnegan, Snapshit, and Jack Weist. For Shrewsbury, the bench is goalkeeper Burgoyne. He's been mainly on the bench of late. Midfielder David Edwards, who was born 8 miles from Shrewsbury. Ex-Manchester United. Midfielder Sean Goss. Pikal Pike is the striking option off the bench. Leon Clark is also there. Another right wing back option in Ryan Davis. On loan Tottenham star Shinlo Tracy also plays today. Irish winger Josh Daniels plays today. On the bench, potentially coming on. And number 35, the person who got 2 goals in the 4th round against Liverpool last season, Jason Cummings will be potentially having a major striking impact, despite only having 3 goals and 1 assist this season. The situation's a bit awkward for both sides, I think, because Southampton managed to get some football in their legs on Saturday, which was a 2-0 defeat against Leicester. But the performance wasn't there. Danny Ings obviously was expected to miss out. He has because of COVID. 2 games in a row he's missed now. There's not a lot of striking threat. Potentially the easier opposition could get someone like Shane Long's confidence. Shane Long hasn't scored this season, which may be a bit of a worry for Ralph Hasenhüttl, especially with young strikers coming through like Daniel Ndudu. The players are warming up. At an empty St Mary's, Aaron Wilbraham's side will be having a good start as key for any kind of result here. Aaron Wilbraham, normally the assistant manager of Shrewsbury, but he's having to take charge due to ex-Birmingham manager Steve Cotterill having to isolate. And he only left Rochdale last year, so how impressive would this be if he managed to pull a rabbit out of the hat here? Shrewsbury to kick off. Not to mention, he'll have to miss a few games while isolating because of COVID as well. So swings and roundabouts for both managers here. Players taking a and we're underway. Shrewsbury looking to start with a long ball here. Wally chases down. Vokins managed to clear away here. Benderek coming under some pressure. Valerie hoping to get a good start here today. Ward-Prowse. Benderek. Williams manages to win back for Shrewsbury, and he's done so successfully as he won a foul after he was fouled by Caleb Watts. Williams. Norburn. Shrewsbury making sure they don't overcommit in these early stages here. Southampton have lost the ball here again. And Ndudu. Valerie playing in the much preferred right back role today. Benderek to fellow centre partner Stevens, who made a mistake in the closing moments of the game versus Leicester. Made a sloppy pass that led to Harvey Barnes' goal after Yuri Tielemans put in a good through ball. But you will be hoping to wipe the slate clean here today. Oh, that's great skill by Diallo. Here's Watts. Vokins. Vokins chips it in. Valerie looking for support. Valerie takes on Goalborn. Cleared away by a blue and yellow shirt. Diallo. Ward-Prowse. Great 1-2. Ward-Prowse to the cross. Williams away. Good early attack from the home side, really. They'll be wanting to put some pressure here, because I think Shrewsbury will pick their moments here. They're a back three side, so it's not done just for the team. Always Player back 3 under Cotterill, but he's not here. But obviously, he'll have some contact with Wilbraham and Co. Sarkic easily to catch that there. Sarkic, who joined Wolves on a free transfer in the summer from Aston Villa. He'll be hoping to find first team football somewhere one day. Ward-Prowse. Turn back to Jan Valery. Benderek. Lovely pass. Southampton just playing among the defenders here. Now, keeping the ball in lots of space, there's no risk. Long. Watts. Votkins with the chance. Oh, and that's a great save by Sarkic. Above the goalkeeper. Probably just dipping under the bar. Rolf Hassan, who will certainly be happy how his side has started. Jake Votkins has certainly been fantastic attacking threat here. No defensive fear at all. Which isn't bad considering he hasn't played this season. Ward-Prowse with the corner. Goes past everyone. Can Stevens chase it down? No, he can't. It's going to be a goal kick to the away side. Aaron Wilbraham had spells in the Premier League, of course, albeit minor spells with teams such as Crystal Palace. Williams. Shrewsbury just looking for a bit of space in the Southampton midfield area. Eborgs Landrell just passes to Sarkic there. Wally closes down on Valery, but he's managed to win a foul out of that. Just a reminder that the Premier League score, the 6 o'clock kick, finished 2-1 to West Ham. West Brom couldn't find a second equaliser in that game. Ward-Prowse. Little dink towards Chorkay. Goalborn fouls that. Sean Wally's probably going to be a crucial part of the Shrewsbury side. 5 goals and 3 assists this season. Certainly be a big threat. Benderek to Long. Okay. Ward-Prowse. Caleb Watts. Diallo. Back to Diallo. That's well wide there. Frenchman won't be happy with that at all. His footwork's very gifted, you notice, whenever he passes and dribbles around the box. Ibrahima Diallo, but he can't get that clinical touch because he's certainly got potential, the young lad. Sarkic to take a goal kick. Williams lost the header to Votkins. Wally. Shrewsbury looking for They couldn't do so there. Harry Chapman just couldn't find a way in. Vokins in a lot of space here. Stevens. Ward-Prowse, who is clearly going to be the leader today. Chapman's won it back though. Great interception. Looks for Wally. Ward-Prowse's touch does enough to send it to Benderek. Southampton just being a little bit wary here in these opening stages. Vokins. The score's currently 0-0. 8 minutes played. Valerie, poor touch, sends it out for a Shrewsbury throw. Jan Valerie, used as a right mid option a lot this season. Carl Walker-Peters obviously taking his place at right back, and you'll be hoping to show Ralph Hasenhüttl that he's worth being in his plans still. Been linked with Schalke in recent weeks. Wally. Great footwork by Chapman. Same couldn't be said about that cross. Southampton looking to break here, but Shrewsbury have got it back. Norborn. And the flag's up. And Dudu just managed to get into Pennington there. Goalborn. Pierre with the long ball. Couldn't find Udar. Shrewsbury fans must be thinking, feel like all their birthdays have come at once, considering how long they've not played football. Chapman just manages to close down Valerie, so it will be a Saints throw. Ten minutes in. No updates on the scoreline. Still 0-0. Forster. Stevens. Vokins is offering support, but he shows to go to Caleb Watts. Vokins. Vokins looking for the cross. Looks for long. Goes past him. Goalborn heads it out for a corner kick. Scott Goalborn competing with Charlie Daniels for the place in this Shrewsbury side. Charlie Daniels made 129 Premier League appearances. Southampton's South Coast rivals Bournemouth, but he's not in the squad today. Short corner towards Diallo. That was not effective there. Chapman, great footwork. Still got it. And Stuart Atwell gives a free kick after the footwork was challenged by a red shirt. Benderek clears. Pennington. Long ball. Looking for Wally. But it's all the way back to Fraser Forster, who quickly sees James Ward-Prowse. Here's Jake Vokins. Little pressure there from Wally. Menderek. Lovely long ball, looking for long, but that's too long for Shane. Shane Long, happy to get the minutes so far. 0 goal contributions all season. And I think I expected him to start, but he should be having an impact here today because Che Adams, Danny Ings, Theo Walcott have clearly been better men so far. And it's a tough role for the veteran at the minute. Udar. 24-year-old. Lost out there. Valerie went back. Here's Jan Valerie. Jan Valerie looking for the cross. Cleared away. Diallo wins the header. Still pinball times. Vela was fouled by Diallo, so it's a free kick for Shrewsbury. Not many major chances so far in the first half. Aaron Wilbraham will certainly be pleased how the away side have started away, but they know if there's too much pressure, then eventually Southampton will find a way through. Goalborn. Chapman with the shot. And that's easily enough for Fraser Forster. Long range effort. But easily caught by the Saints stopper. Stevens. Diallo. Baxter Stevens. Ward Prowse, who's been pushed deep a lot of this game to help out some of the young players. Long. Back to Ward Prowse, looking for the long ball. He's had to go short towards Stevens. Diallo. Valerie. James Ward-Prowse, the glue to the midfield. Stevens. Lovely pass towards Ward-Prowse, and that's a fantastic ball. Here's Ndudu. Ndudu with the shot, and goal! Southampton 1, Shrewsbury 0. This is exactly what the Saints needed here. A goal to put them in front. And they've got it here. Southampton were just playing among the defensive midfielders. That James Ward-Prowse long ball caught everybody out. Chuck onside. Ball landed towards Ndudu. And that is a striker's finish. Goalkeeper no chance. You have got to sympathise with Shrewsbury. But that ball from James Ward-Prowse, just another level for the League One side. Southampton 1, Shrewsbury 0. Oh, and the checking VAR here. Possible handball. Oh, no handball. They can carry on with that. Tons of Saints fans will be happy about that. And Shrewsbury fans will be open for more Fighting spirit here. 1-0 down, they'll have to attack more here. Harry Chapman's been an excellent weapon, but he hasn't been able to execute anything so far. Shrewsbury trying to reply with a long ball. Here's Chapman. Norborn. Udar. Chapman. Chapman runs in. Couldn't get past a sea of Saints there. Williams. Towards the home side. Just a reminder that Leicester City Chelsea is also not an option on RS Media platforms. But 18 minutes in here, Southampton 1, Shrewsbury 0. Valerie. Oh. Shrewsbury won the ball back there. It was Vela. Chalk got a little bit too uncomfortable, but Vela couldn't execute the shot. Only one goal this season. Or it was Watts, actually. And I've got to imagine that there's going to be a few long-range efforts from the away side here. Here's Diallo. Chalky. Long. Valerie. Long's in support. Still Jan Valerie. Last toward Shane Long, but that's irrelevant because free kick towards the Saints. And I think there's a certain little James Ward-Prowse who would like this. Approaching the 20-minute mark. Jan Valerie just caught there. And the Saints know this is a good chance to double their lead. Matthias Sarkic making sure the ball arms up well. Tight angle, but James Ward-Prowse, one of the best free kick takers in the world, and certainly among the best in the Premier League, and you'll hope to lead his side to a 2-0 lead. James Ward-Prowse over. Just over the bar. Bit too much swerve, tough angle. Saints captain gave it a good go, but he couldn't hit the jackpot. Sarkic to take the goal kick. Udar looks for the ball. Tackled by Watts. Here's Stevens. Fraser Forster, the goalkeeper, looking to start an attack now. Looks like he's going to go long. He does go long. That's very long. Looking for Shane Long. And it's only ended up towards the fellow goalkeeper, Sarkic. Pennington. Now he's the one trying to do the long ball. Looking for Wally. And Saints have easily got it back with Benderek. Valerie. Getting some pressure there from Chapman. Diallo just managed to keep hold of the ball. Stevens. Jack Stevens. Forced back towards Jan Benderek. Ward-Prowse. Diallo. Valerie was in a lot of space, but he didn't choose to pass to him. Jack Stevens getting a lot of space here. Benderek. Watts. Just a little goal update. 1-0 to Leicester City. Wilfred Ndidi with that goal. Udar. Chapman tries to get past Diallo, and he does, but he loses out to Benderek. Valerie with the long ball. Could not find a Saints man, but he managed to win a goal kick from it. Aaron Wilbraham just trying to motivate his players that little bit more. It'll be tough without Steve Cotterill, the manager, here today, but times like this, it's all about compromises. And there could be another potential slip here today. Diallo. Norborn. To Goalborn. Stevens has it back for the Saints. Diallo. Stevens looking for a way forward here. There's no need to rush an attack, but they don't want to stay in first gear for too long. Especially 1-0, dangerous score. Stevens does go for the long ball, looking for Vokins. Valerie. That's Goalborn. Chalk. Last ditch defending by Dial, by Pierre. The Granada International, Caribbean Island. Norborn is also in Granada International, but they are both born in the UK. It's through heritage. Vokins with the corner. Sarkic stretches out to catch that. Oh, and that was a poor clearance there. Shrewsbury have just got away with it now. Norborn could not find a blue and yellow shirt. Back towards the Saints. Marching in for a second here. Ward-Prowse. Vokins. Interesting cross. And Dudu. And that's claimed by Sarkic. Sarkic has been very commanding in the Shropshire side's goal, despite going 1-0 down. Vokins fouled there by Roshan Williams, Manchester United Academy product. Benderek. Stevens. Ward-Prowse. Watts. Fantastic turn there. Still Watts. Watts' great footwork. And it's a foul. He's done very well there, the youngster. Another opportunity for James Ward-Prowse to work magic. 27 minutes into this FA Cup third round tie. Southampton 1, Shrewsbury 0. James Ward-Prowse, a clear danger from there, but there's a left-footed option as well with Jake Vokins. Let's see What will happen? Vokins away from Pierre. Aaron Pierre, 3 goals this season. And it may be 1-0. Shrewsbury will always have an intention to fight back. While Southampton will be hoping to kill this tie as soon as possible. Vokins to take the corner from the right-hand side. Jan Benderach, an obvious threat here. Vokins with the corner. Watts over. Caleb Watts should be proud of himself, played well, excellent skill. And he thought to himself, why not have a crack at a rebound there? Could not do it effectively there. But the show must go on for the youngster. Hopefully, we'll be seeing more youngsters within the Saints at the minute. Will Smallbone went off with a knee injury. Here's Udar. Wally. Wally cuts in. Wally with the shot over. Good effort there. Well worked by Udar. Just misplaced the shot. Then fell the wrong way. Excellent attempt, but Shrewsbury they're getting a lot of chances on the edge of the box, but they need to get in the box a little bit more here. I think they've still got a bit of early nerves creeping in. Jack Stevens. Diallo. Valerie. Great footwork by the Frenchman. Chalk to Diallo, who crosses it in. Just got an unintentional heel onto that, and Chapman can break free. Williams. Southampton happy to have the ball back in their goalkeeper's feet. Forster to Jack Stevens. Here's the captain, Ward Prowse. Vokins is in support, but he's passed it to Jack Stevens. Ward Prowse. The easy option is passed to him. Long. Shrewsbury have it back. Chapman. Free kick given after Shane Long got hold of too much. Sarkic to take the goal kick. Well, goalkeeper's kick. In the free kick area. Wally heads it down only to Valerie. Wally tries to retrieve it, but it's already out, so it's a throw into the Saints. And Dudu just gets it off Vela. I think he's been fouled there. In the process, Josh Vela. Central midfield player today, but he's also an option in defence. Very versatile player. and he has 160 Bolton appearances from 2010 to 2019. To corner towards Shrewsbury's end. Could this be a reason to get an equaliser? They'll be open to not overcommit because that will leave them exploit on the counter-attack, but still a good opportunity. 4 defenders looking to charge the way forward for the away side. Norborn, the captain. Saved by Forster. And the flag's up. Offside there. That's Norborn's pass. I'm sure that's offside. Good save, but tough. Ward-Prowse. Diallo. Here's Norborn. This looks promising for the away side. Vela. Corner kick. That could have gone anywhere, that deflected ball. Deflected off Jack Stevens. In the end, just manages to get away from the goal. Just above the crossbar and wide of the post. Harry Chapman to take the corner. Looks for Pierre Cunningham. And that weak effort from Josh Vela there. A reminder that the winner of this game will be hosting Arsenal. And in the 5th round, whoever wins that game will be visiting either Chorley or Wolverhampton Wanderers. And we know not to rule out a non-league clash here. Ndudu. Valerie. Ward-Prowse. Back to Ward-Prowse to Benderek. Heavy touch, but it's okay. Stevens. Long ball looking for Valerie. Shane Long couldn't get there. Here's Norborn. Benderek to Chouk. Ward-Prowse. Chouk. Valerie. And Valerie looking to cut in here. Managed to win the corner. Pierre just managed to get enough on that. Excellent footwork again by the Jake Vokins to take the corner kick, as he has done on this right-hand side of the Saints attack here for the whole game. Very high corner. He's managed to find Diallo. Watts. Chouk. Diallo. Ward-Prowse, the foundation of this Southampton team here today. Norborn wins it back. Here's Wally. Free red chase. Managed to get the ball back like a pack of wolves there. Valerie. Chouk. 1-2 with Diallo. Here's Stevens. Ward-Prowse back to Stevens. Benderek. All the way back to Forster. Stevens in plenty of space. Benderek. Fantastic long ball looking for Ndudum, but it's just a little bit too much. Daniel Ndudu happy to get a goal. Had plenty of opportunities this season. 7 substitute appearances. And now this is a fair start and a first goal. A little sign towards Ralph Hasenhüttl that if he does start games, he will get you goals. Great play by Vela. Josh Vela past Ward-Prowse. Vela cleared away by Jan Benderek. Josh Vela just made sure he was the man to capitalise on. A good bit of play there. Fantastic from the midfielder. Williams to Vela's cross. Out of play. Wally will be looking for a bit more opportunity here. It's been a bit of a struggle so far. Very versatile player, can be used as a bar or a forward. Played as a forward today. Some interesting options on the bench, such as Pike. Scored once this season. Leon Clark, who's also scored once. Cummings with 3 goals and 2 in the FA Cup last season. A few years ago, he was kicked out of McDonald's for throwing a McMuffin. Could he be the man to throw some banana peels here today and to cause a cup upset off the bench? Here's Benderek. Ward-Prowse. Diallo back to Benderek. Stevens. Benderek with the long ball. Found Long. Fantastic touch. Long controls. Blocked by Matthew Pennington. Shane Long well onside there. Heads it down. Cool. Pennington manages to get enough to get the ball away from the Irish forward. Still 1-0 to the Saints. Ward-Prowse to take this corner kick. Interesting technique here. And Ndudu wins the header. Not the best header. And Diallo lets it run. To take the throw in. Stevens. Udar won it back, but only for a split second. Diallo. Lovely pass to Valerie. Tackled there by Wally. No foul. Goalborn. Goes long, looking for Udar. Benderek's got it back for the Saints. And he's won a free kick process. very, very tough situation for Shrewsbury because they are in touching distance, but they can't manage to find a way to create a top quality chance here. As the game goes on, you think a second goal for Southampton will be vital because Shrewsbury will be needed to be put to bed. They will not fold on their own. Chapman, Vokins, Stephen with the long ball. Sarkic, a bit too close for cover there. And he goes long. And it's a throw into Southampton around the halfway line. Still 1-0 to Saints. 44 minutes. 1 minute to be added on until half time and any potential stoppage time, but not being that many stoppages. There was the VAR check for the possible handball for the Ndudu goal, but that was a quickly resolved incident. Ward Prowse, Valerie, Chalk, Ndudu. Normal wins it back. Chapman. Great footwork by Chapman, but a bit too much. Southampton have it back. Watts tries to do a bit of a too much of a ball there towards Long, but it didn't work out well. Diallo. Referees added on 1 minute of stoppage time. Southampton have the ball, so should be a pretty relaxing minute for the Saints. Ward Prowse. Benderek. Stevens. Diallo. Benderek. Potentially one last chance to double their lead before the interval. Vokins, who's played very high up this pitch in the first half, crosses it in. Cleared away by Josh Vella. Udar loses out. Valerie. Long with a cross. Past everyone there. And that is that first half. Southampton lead at the break. Southampton 1. Shrewsbury 0. Been a fantastic first half from Ralph Hasenhutl's point of view. You could say that they could be maybe high quality chances at times, but they've dominated the ball, being the better team, and they should be confident going into the second half. As for Shrewsbury, it's all about holding on tight. They've still got one hand on survival in the FA Cup. If someone told Aaron Wilbraham 1-0 to Southampton at half time, he probably would have took it, knowing there'll still be a chance of getting in to the fourth round. And that would be crucial for a team like Shrewsbury to not only get past Southampton, but to host the Gooners and Arsenal. The goal was a lovely long ball, fantastic play from James Ward-Prowse. Watts just lost out to goal in the end, but Ndudu took it over, does the claim for handball, obviously no handball, and then that led to a second opening goal for the Saints of the year, as Ndudu puts them in front and 1-0. Lovely strike to the bottom left corner. Zarkic didn't have a chance, but Shrewsbury will be needing to attack more in this second half. Still, you can imagine the FA Cup, a few more slip-ups yet to come. The biggest one so far has got to be reality TV star Mark Wright's Crowley beating Leeds 3-0. And League One Shrewsbury, who currently sit in 17th in League One, will be hoping to impress in the second half. Reminder that Leicester Chelsea is also in play here today. Currently 1-0 to the Foxes. So it's a very interesting day on both the FA Cup and the Premier League today. A little read of them. Southampton have dominated possession with 75% possession compared to Shrewsbury's 25% possession. Southampton have got 6 shots compared to Shrewsbury's 4. Both sides have got 1 shot on target that wasn't a goal. So that means it's 2-1 on the shots on target front. And Ndudu's strike being one of them, and that Chapman effort are not good enough to get past Fraser Forster, but still a shot on target. Southampton have had 6 corners compared to the away side's 2. And the Saints have committed 8 fouls compared to the 5 committed by Shrewsbury. You can still imagine of any moment. It only takes 1 second to score a goal to make this tie all open here. Aaron Wilbraham will be happy with the defensive display, but he'll want more going forward. It'll be tough now as a caretaker manager for today, covering for someone, because he might feel something different compared to what Steve Cotterill will. And I'm sure Steve Cotterill will be in contact with Aaron Wilbraham at half time. As for Southampton, a very comfy position. I'm sure the Saints at home will be sitting back, relaxed next to us. Not too much to worry about at the minute, but they still think it's just the one. Obviously, if it gets late in the game, And chances starting to emerge for the away side then. Rob Hassan, who might want to think of a change. He's got some strong players on the bench, such as Chai Adams and Stuart Armstrong. But I don't think any players been particularly involved at either team here. And it should be a very interesting second half. That's for certain. Shrewsbury posing good threats. Chapman's been the main source of skill and threat. But still, they yet to find a way forward. Wally and Udar struggled to hold the ball at times. And this should be very interesting for all parties. We're just hearing here a potential penalty at the King Power. Possible foul on Christian Pulisic. The check and a penalty. There's also arguments about it in the box, I'm hearing. And a free kick's been given in that game. I'll let you know if anything else changes there. But our focus is still on the Saints as they try to march into a fourth round home tie against Arsenal here. They'll be praying for a free second half. Potentially a few more players they might want to bring off and rest, considering they have got Arsenal at home. Anyway, on Tuesday, so it will be 2 ties against Arsenal in a row with this stays a win for the Saints. That will be played 12:15 on Saturday lunchtime. Shrewsbury fans also hoping for a nice cup run. Drawing a tough team in the cup is always hard. Almost expecting to go out, but you also have to think of the experience. Obviously not this year, but the atmosphere it will bring to have players of high calibre in low quality grounds, crazy fans, and with fans being legally allowed back in stadiums when lockdown's lifted, and if it's tier 2, should be a very interesting time for some of the lower level clubs. But it was very limited towards pre-lockdown, the amount of fans that were actually in stadiums. Just 10 clubs in the whole of 90 of the 92 in the EFL allowed, and 2 Premier League clubs, which were the 2 Merseyside teams. Just hearing an update. It's a second goal for Leicester City here. James Maddison with his second goal of the week. Fantastic shot. 2-0. Brendan Rodgers will certainly be happy with that. Not good for Chelsea though there, as they are struggling to find a way into Europe here. "41 minutes that goal was. And Leicester City supporters will be happy with that. You can head towards our other stream if you want to hear about that game. Southampton Shrewsbury's second half still to come. Currently 1-0 to the Saints, while the game's paused after 45 minutes. Daniel Ndludu goal was enough to give Southampton the lead, but some Shrewsbury pressure is expected here. Southampton put a relatively strong side out. Benderek and Stevens, centre halves yet again, and Diallo and more Prowls, midfielders again, keeping a strong core to the pitch. But as for Shrewsbury, they haven't kicked the ball since the Christmas decorations were up on the 29th of December. That was a 1-0 win against Blackpool. They'll be open to start some new momentum because momentum's obviously gone out the window here. 1-0 to the Saints. I don't think anything will be too nervous, but you go into the game wanting the win. Sometimes you don't always expect it, but who knows what's going to happen here. St Mary's Stadium, 1-0 to the Saints. The home side are marching in with ease at the minute. But you can never relax for too long, especially in the FA Cup. Banana peels are always about. And some of the substitutes stop warming up. The Southampton players are quite literally warming up, coming out to a freezing night on the south coast, hoping that they'll ease their way through into the fourth round. Daniel Ndludu with the goal. Fantastic goal it was too. Great control, great finish. First goal of the season. First start of the season as well. Giving Ralph Hasenhüttl some food for thought. And this will certainly be an interesting matchup as this game starts to reach the climax in the second half. Hasenhüttl, whose emotional play is real, claims all of his players. And let's see how long Shrewsbury can hold on at 1-0. Their heads are certainly above water, but for how long? Aaron Wilbraham working out any potential second half tactics. Referee kicks off with James Ward-Prowse doing it, having the honours. Southampton already have the comfort of having possession of the ball here. Here's Ward-Prowse. Choke. And do. Ward-Prowse, a weapon of a right foot he uses to Valerie. Ward-Prowse again. Lovely pass to Watts. Watts. Valerie looks for Ndudu. Away there by Williams. Chapman looking to strive forward here. Lack of support. But there's a foul there by Chalk. And it's a free kick to the away side. And as well, the youngsters go to receive a yellow card there. Kangelo Chalk. Poor challenge, really. Shrewsbury just pressing Fraser Forster there, and he's had to clear his lines. Throwing in the Shrewsbury half because of that. Scott Goldborn, a little bit of pressure there. Williams tries to knock it onto Udar. Wally. Vela to Goldborn. Back to Vela. Lovely pass to Pennington. Striving forward here. Williams crosses it in. Chapman couldn't find a blue shirt though. Southampton have it back. Fokins toward Prowse. James Ward-Prowse with the lovely pass to Jan Valerie. Back to Ward-Prowse. James Ward-Prowse to Ibrahima Diallo. James Ward-Prowse still looking to unlock that 2-goal lead here. Udar, Wally. Ward-Prowse. Stevens. Jack Stevens. English defender. Benderek. Ward-Prowse yet again. Who every time he possesses the ball, more times or not, he does a short pass. But it looks like he's going to do a long ball. And to completely wipe out the away defence, he did it obviously for the goal when he found Watts. But he's done another one of those long balls, and Ndudu was too long, so Sarkic says thank you very much. Here's Wally after that long ball from Sarkic. Goldborn. Wally. Vela wins it back. Williams. Heavy pass to Chapman, but he's managed to keep possession. Deloney. Harry Chapman. Goal kick. You can imagine Shrewsbury will be slightly increasing their nerves, but also increasing confidence that they can find an equaliser as time goes on. They know that's time lost that cannot be gained back here as they try and find an equaliser. That 16th minute and Dudu goal was enough to give Southampton the lead so far. We may reply. Ward-Prowse. Valerie for Southampton. Back to James Ward-Prowse. Looking for a teammate. Diallo. Back to Ward-Prowse. Valerie. Ward-Prowse again. Looking for the long ball. In the end, Long just gives it to Diallo. Ward-Prowse again. The glue to this midfield. Diallo. Long. Looks for Ndudu. Shrewsbury have it back. Watts wins it back for the Saints. Long. Shrewsbury managed to win out and win a foul. Wally penalised there by Watts. Watts. Fantastic performance so far. You can imagine if Nathan Teller and Will Smallbone were fit, they would have played this game. But now, even more opportunities for youngsters, which is what this Saints club is all about. They give us angel hands. Long ball looking for Williams. Couldn't find it, but Udar's got it. Managed to win a throw in for the away side. 51 minutes played. Southampton 1, Shrewsbury 0. Sean Williams looking for an opportunity here to find a way to get his team level. Chapman. Ebonsekal just with the long ball there. Couldn't quite work out. Southampton have got a throw in anyway. Stevens. Benderek. Jan Benderek, the Polish centre half. Diallo's in support. Southampton just playing it among their defenders, struggling to break free from this very tight and compact away defence. Long. Valerie. Valerie takes on Goulburn. Still Valerie. Looks for a teammate. Shrewsbury managed to defend it well with Wally. Wally couldn't pass it though. Watts cleared away by Wally. Benderek to Diallo. Very impressive midfielder he's been in recent weeks. Ward-Prowse. Valerie. Ward-Prowse. Diallo. Watts could not find a teammate there. Chapman tries to break free, but Benderek's not having any of it. Here's Vokins. Stevens. Chalk. Long ball attempted there by Norborn. towards Watts, but Benderek found that too easy to defend. Ward-Prowse, Vokins, long, back to Vokins, long to Vokins again. Vokins with a cross. Sarkic parries it. But Shrewsbury have got away with one there. Vela just fouled Ward-Prowse. The Saints are playing on. 55 minutes played. Southampton 1, Shrewsbury 0. Vokins to Stevens. Benderek. Ward-Prowse. Lovely lifted ball towards Vokins. Long, just surrounded by Blue Jets now. Diallo with the cross. Looks for Valerie. And he can only find for Shrewsbury. Could have been dealt with there better. Southampton just putting some pressure on the away side again. Wally, Norborn, fantastic ball to Chapman. Wokins is defending. Chapman with a shot and that's over. Harry Chapman clearly being a shine in this Shrewsbury side, making his debut. And Aaron Wilbraham will certainly be impressed with how he's performed, and hopefully he'll be starting a good rise for his career with this loan move. Here's Ward-Prowse. Diallo. Long with the ball, just blocked off Pierre. And Wally manages to get it back for Shrewsbury. Almost at the hour mark here. Ralph Hassan, who will be hoping to find a second goal soon. And that ball was too far for every shirt, no matter what colour, whether it be a red, white shirt, or a yellow and blue shirt. Shrewsbury potentially lining up a sub here. Diallo. Vokins. Lovely idea, but it just didn't pay off there. And that's a nasty foul there by Watts. Fraser Forster happy to see that long ball go behind the touchline. And it is a goal kick for the Southampton 44 to take. Ralph Hassan, who all described Fraser Forster as a number 1B, complimenting Fraser Forster's goalkeeping abilities, who has been at the club since 2014. Spent last season on loan at Celtic, but He's starting to get a bit more of a look in than he has done previously. Angus gone out on loan at Stoke. Alex McCarthy missed the Liverpool game due to COVID, and he has been reliable when called upon. And Shrewsbury are going to make a change now. Shiloh Tracy looks like he's going to be coming on. Winger on loan from Tottenham. 22 years old. Chapman. Ward-Prowse. Here's Chalk. Valerie. Valerie takes on Goalborn and it's a corner. Jan Valerie just tying up his shoelaces there. Benderek and Stevens were arriving at the party. Ward-Prowse's corner. Looks for everyone. Saved by Sarkic, and it's away. And that must have been a big threat there on the Shropshire side's goal, but they managed to keep it clear. Ward-Prowse's corner. Benderek with the chance. Just volleys it easily enough for Sarkic. Still a fantastic save. Gets it away. Pierre clears. Still 1-0 to the home side, but that may be one of the better opportunities there. Diallo. Intercepted by Norborn. Here's Williams. Slipped. Vokins. Chalk. Still Chalk. Lovely feet work. Fraser Forster yet again at the receiving of a long ball. Tracy's ball just too far for everyone. It's still too close to call, really. For whether the next goal will be. You can always think Shrewsbury have got a counter-attacking weapon here. Here's Diallo. And Dudu. Stevens. Passed it towards Prowse. Valerie. Ward-Prowse. Diallo. Lifted ball. And Dudu. Cleared by Williams. Stevens. Udar presses, and luckily enough for Southampton, Fraser Forster clears. And Values manages to intercept that no-born pass. Here's Ward-Prowse. Vokins continues to push high of the pitch. Stevens couldn't find Shane Long, but he did manage to find the advertising boards. So it's a goal kick for the away side. Sarkic to take the goal kick. Southampton have won both FA Cup games against Shrewsbury, with the first being 4-1 in 1953 and the second one being 2-0 in 2011. But records are always being made to be broken here. Vokins. Oh, and it's an own goal, is it? The rest watch does not clear. Vokins with the pass to Watts. Just as that happened, went off the post, I think, and Pierre was a lucky man. Close, but not close enough. And that would be in a tragic way to send the wayside out. So it's saved, and that is close. A cigarette away from being a goal there. Ward-Prowse. Valerie looking promising. Loads of deflections. Pierre clears. Diallo. Vokins. Stevens. Ward-Prowse. Where would Southampton be without him? Great full work by Diallo. Diallo's shot deflected and should be a corner. 2 teams. Obviously, Shrewsbury went out after a 2-2 draw against Liverpool in the home game, and then they lost to the under-23s 1-0 to an aggregate score of 3-2. But Shrewsbury players actually scored more goals, with Jason Cummings scoring 2 in the home leg. Well, in the home original tie for the home side. And Ketchum was the only player to score against Shrewsbury. Long, wide. And Williams scored an own goal in the game at Anfield to send Shrewsbury out, and Donald Love also scored an own goal in the home game. So Shrewsbury have got a habit of doing this in the FA Cup, but an own goal is a very unlikely event at times, but we have been close today. Pierre with the most sendings off for Shrewsbury this season with 2. Got sent off in the FA Cup as well. Vokins. Diallo. Pierre got sent off against Oxford City, non-league side. Still, 20 minutes to go. 69 minutes played. Southampton 1, Shrewsbury 0. Benderek. Just the one substitute made by Shrewsbury. 5 substitutes are available in the FA Cup. Pennington clears. Williams clears again. Here's Watts. Lovely header. Ward-Prowse. Stevens to Benderek. Benderek forced to turn back to Stevens after pressure from Udar. Benderek. Jan Benderek looking for a way through here. And Duzu. Southampton still in the lead, but certainly in control. But Shrewsbury have it back. Pennington looking for Udar, away by Stevens. Udar, pressure from Ward-Prowse. And that was a bit too much pressure. A free kick to be given to the away side here. Graham Scott placing down the vanishing spray. Could this Southampton lead vanish here? Ryan Sears, the right back, preparing to come on. And so is Reichel Pike. Could this be the difference from a draw or a defeat? Extra time if it finishes level, of course. Looks for Diallo. Pierre, sorry. Here's Wally. Deflected out for a throw-in. Shrewsbury's behalf. Pierre was onside, but he couldn't capitalise there. A potential pass to a Banks Landau, maybe. Pierre certainly having an eventful game, and he will be hoping for a goal of the season. Williams to take the throw in. Nice 1-2. But the referee's blown up. Two substitutes going to be made here. Udar come and gone. Pike. And it looks like it's going to be Roshan Williams taking the place for a more attacking style right back, Ryan Sears. Williams also a centre back at times. David Edwards has also come on for Oliver Norburn, and he will be taking the captain's armband here. He is the captain, but the cover captain was getting subbed off anyway. Bit more leadership for the away side. 73 minutes played. Southampton 1, Shrewsbury 0. Valley charging forward here. Valerie. Pike. Tracy looking to go all the way. Still Tracy. Tracy with a lack of support. Tracy trying to get something out of this Southampton defence, but they're not given. Stevens has it back down. Some heat waves happening here among the Shrewsbury attack. Sears looks like he's playing on this left-hand side here. And the free kick fouled by Jan Valerie. Sean Wally going to take. Two-man wall there of Valerie and Watts. Wally to take. Pennington just couldn't capitalise there. Congested area there. But it is a corner for the away side. Still 1-0 to the home side. Wally to take. Wally with the ball in. Looks for Williams, couldn't find him. Oh, and Vela couldn't control in time. Long looking for Chalk. Couldn't capitalise though. Still 1 and only 1 to the home side. Uncontrolled, well, potentially does too much on the pass, but the angle was a little bit tight. Shane Long struggled this season. 4 opportunities. Sarkic looking to play out from the back here. Going long. Chalk. Valerie in support. Jan Valerie. Valerie lines up the shot. Blocked by Sears. Chalk, very skillful player. And he's found his team certainly skillful in Jan Valerie. Limited minutes this season due to Kyle Walker pieces. But I'm sure you'll appreciate the game time here today. James Ward-Prowse trying to guard his team to an equaliser. A captain and certainly a leader here. Ward-Prowse's corner. Couldn't find a red shirt. Wally away. Southampton sending in a second wave with Vokins looking for Ward-Prowse. And Sears has just fouled in the process there. Unintentional, but that must have hurt the player a little bit there. Southampton are going to be the ones to make some changes now. This could go 2 ways. Set them out of sight or potentially sell themselves close to the wind. 2 changes being made here. Chalker's coming off for Stuart Armstrong. Stuart Armstrong with 2 goals and 2 assists this season on full 90 against Leicester. Che Adams is also coming on for Shane Long. Che Adams 4 goals and 4 assists this season, and he played 72 minutes before getting subbed off for Shane Long. Jan Valerie to take the throw in. Should be no rush for the French right back to take. Great interception by Vela. Wally looks for Pike. Can't find him, I'm afraid. And Williams tries to drive forwards, but Saints have it back with Vokins. Diallo. Ibrahim Diallo looking for support. Ward-Prowse provides it. Adams being pressed back by Pierre. Great interception by Williams. And that's a foul. 80 minutes. And there's 10 minutes to go. And some time you can imagine. Wally will be taking this free kick. Will Shrewsbury find a leveler, or will it be an easy march for the Saints? Yeah, couldn't capitalise. Vela, Wally, Tracy. Sears, long ball. Pike couldn't capitalise. Ward-Prowse. Here's Armstrong. Who you say? James Ward-Prowse has got a magical right foot. Stuart Armstrong certainly got a magical left foot. A fantastic player to watch. Adams. Vokins. Vokins with the quick one to Diallo. Watts. Armstrong. Nice cut in. Armstrong with a shot just wide. Southampton 1, Shrewsbury 0. Heading into the 87th minute. Edge of the seat moments for the home fans at home. But Shrewsbury will just be enjoying the ride at this point. Here's Vela. Vela looking for some support. Sears. Pierre. Pierre forced to go long. He's found Pike. Pike with the ball looking for Wally. Stevens clears. That's fantastic play from Shrewsbury, the away side. Sears throwing to Southampton to concede again. Shrewsbury starting to get a bit of pressure on there. Poor touch by Vela. Here's Adams. Southampton are in here. Watts. Ebanks Landau just does enough there. Pierre. Sarkic with the long ball. Pike. And Tracy chasing, but it's too much. One last roll of the dice for the away side. Jason Cummings. The FA Cup hero against Liverpool. Could he be the man to send the away side into time? Not the only change though. Watts is going to be subbed off for Jan K. Wheats. Sarkic clears. Here's Armstrong. Big efficiency, come on. Armstrong. Django Reach. Shrewsbury have it back. Wally couldn't find Pike there. Williams to take the throw-in. Very long. Jungle reach. Armstrong. Stuart Armstrong. Great challenge there. A bank slant all made. Southampton 1, Shrewsbury 0. Jake Vokins to take the throw-in. 85 minutes played, soon to be 86. Adams. Tried to find Armstrong, but couldn't do too much. Benderek. Ward-Prowse. To Jan Valery. Jan Valery striving forward. Armstrong. Djangovic. Vokins cuts in. Vokins just does a bit too much there. Tracy. Pike. Pike best in the gut, but it's not enough. Ward-Prowse. Diallo. Back to Ward-Prowse. Jack Stevens now for the home side. Benderek. Ward-Prowse. Diallo. Diallo with a very rapid turn he has. Vokins with the ball. Looking for Che Adams. Che Adams past the goalkeeper. Adams off the line by Pierre. Here's Djangovic. Wide. That could have been that for Southampton. Fantastic opportunity. Adams was well onside. Sarkic. Unsure what to do, Pierre. Great clearance. Potentially more power required there for Adams, but Pierre does well to close down the angle, and Dudu could have been a passing option. But as it stands, still 1-0, and the rebound couldn't be capitalised on either. Ward-Prowse to take the corner kick. Couldn't find the red shirt. Here's Djangovic. Pike's won it back for not long. Diallo. Armstrong. Diallo push. It's going to be a free kick to Southampton on the edge of the Shrewsbury box. Ibrahima Diallo, fantastic performance yet again. Oriol Romeo, who improved since lockdown, being missed, maybe. Obviously, he changed his diet during lockdown, Oriol Romeo, but Ibrahima Diallo has certainly made an impact in these last few games, despite losing very solid against Leicester City. Ward-Prowse, and it's a goal. Well-class free kick from James Ward-Prowse in the closing minutes. Shrewsbury heartbreak. But you've just got to take your hat off to free kicks like that. James Ward-Prowse has been the man gluing the team together today. Southampton 1, Shrewsbury 0. And it looks like it's going to be Arsenal at home for the Saints. What a magnificent free kick. He just catches Sarkic out right near the post where the goalkeeper can't reach it. But it can't hit the post either. A perfect goal. Any kid in the playground will be happy with that. Let alone in the FA Cup versus Shrewsbury. Adams. Handball by Wally. Into the 90-minute mark. 2 minutes to be added on. 2 minutes, which should be quite relaxing for Southampton. Shrewsbury have given it a good go, but the golfing class has been clear. Ward-Prowse making the difference, whether it being with a long ball or a magnificent free kick. Armstrong. Jangwaish. Diallo. Armstrong just tries to get past Vela there. And the Saints, with 1 minute left on the clock, make one final substitute. It's Finnegan coming on. And the person going off is going to be Ibrahima Diallo. Ryan Finnegan, little bit of experience for him here. Also a way to consume time. But I think either player will complain on Southampton's behalf. Jangawaish, Adams, Valerie. Could this be free? Valerie turns in. Great tackle. Recovery tackle by Wally, who's got a bit more defensively in recent minutes. But that should be that. Ward-Prowse. Valerie intercepts, but couldn't capitalise. Stuart Armstrong with a great pass to Jangawaish. Jangawaish with a shot. Too high for anybody. And it's full time. 2-0 to the Saints. Arsenal at home. Saturday lunchtime. It may be a cup tie without fans, but it's sure going to be one hell of an experience on Saturday night. Well, Saturday lunch. James Ward-Prowse with the second, with a magnificent free kick. Daniel Ndudu opened the scoring. Full time, Southampton 1, Shrewsbury 0. Golfing class, just too clear there. If you look at man of the match, I think there's some very good performances on Shrewsbury's behalf. I thought Maciej Sarkic was a fantastic presence in goal for Shrewsbury. I don't think he could have done anything for either goal. The class was a bit too much for the whole defence and goalkeeper, but he kept them in it. Some good saves at times. And also Harry Chapman, but like a spark in a dark tunnel. He looked like their only hope. He couldn't find a way in it, but on another day, there could have been a potential way in it for the away side. As for Southampton, I think Jan Valerie looked very good from right back. With all them attacking runs, not had many opportunities this season, just his third appearance. But he managed to get some very valuable game time and confidence and sharpness as he gave an impressive 90 minutes here. But the man of the match, it's got to be James Ward-Prowse. Early in the first half, just kept them doing long ball after long ball, outdoing that Shrewsbury defence. In the end, Daniel Ndudu did capitalise to make it 1-0, but it wasn't until the 89th minute when the Southampton skipper had a free kick. And what can you say? If there's anybody you don't want to take a free kick against your team right now, it's certainly James Ward-Prowse. The full-time score Southampton 2, Shrewsbury 0. And make sure to check out Leicester versus Chelsea, which is still currently 2-0, 75 minutes in. Looks like it will be an easy win for Leicester, but who will know? So I recommend you check that out on our other stream. But for now, thank you and good night.